Well, we've just been watching training behind us, and it looked like Higuain and Luiz came together. There's a little bit of a, I'm not sure if a misunderstanding or just not pleased with each other. A couple of challenges went in, but words were exchanged. As Pilaqueta came over, I think, to try and help out the situation, Sarri then threw his cap down and has wandered off. Probably not what you want to see, either, ahead of a big game like this.
Well,
Wait for it, here goes the hat.
It does raise concerns, and something must have gone on. You know, you obviously have a group of players with big personalities, and the last thing you need or want is for one of your players to get injured. But something has gotten the manager very angry in that situation, as you can see.
He just told us he loved the squad. I'm not sure he does anymore.
Yeah, I think this is where he's very wrong, the manager, because no one knew there was anything really particularly wrong until he acts like that, and he
is fuming, Mark.
He's a little bit too emotional, and I know he's disappointed with his players. He's thinking, look, why are they not all getting on together? We have a great occasion coming up. He loves everyone, and he either loves them or he hates them, and he has to be sort of middle ground as the manager. And if he's going to continue in that job, you know, it's going to take him to an early grave, because those players will test you. You know, there's something gone on. Maybe David Luiz has been a bit immature. Higuain may have run into him and he's not happy. But these things happen all the time. These things happen all the time. And the manager just feels that it's the wrong message, but then he's added to it by the way that he's behaved. And that's disappointing. That's where Zola should quickly come in and try to calm that one down. He's done that for most of the season, by the way, but he's not there at the moment.
Looking at the training session, the last 15, 20 minutes...
Rubbish, wasn't it?
Rubbish, I'll be honest to say.
Waste of time?
Waste of time. Players just standing around, so obviously something went on and sort of ruined the training session. That's what it looked like from up here anyway.
For people who have not seen this before, either, this is unusual, isn't it? I know when the cameras are on, sometimes you don't do a full session, but 24 hours or so just ahead of a final, you wouldn't expect to see that, would you?
Well, you don't want to see your players arguing, that's for sure. You want to see a well-organised, short, sharp training session.
Luis is away off now as well, by the way.
45, 50 minutes, just reminding everyone of their tasks, getting the muscles ready, getting everyone hungry for tomorrow's game. But then when you go into a five-a-side, and this is what I'm going to say, who knows, maybe Higuain knows he's not playing, he's getting frustrated, so there are emotions already involved.
They'll say this is the problem with us being here, because we're able to see this, aren't we?
Yes.
And players get nervous and tetchy before big games. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But there's something not right in that Chelsea group, and the manager is the one, above all else. His behaviour, I mean, it's almost like a habit of behaviour, and if you feel like in any family, you know, the children start acting like the parents. You know, everybody has to respect one another, and it's the same in a football club. Now, I think Sarri could extinguish all of those problems very, very quickly and just get on with it.
He just told us he loved this group. But he seemed like he was in a great mood.
The throwing of the cap, the over emotion. He's under pressure also as well, and now it just leaves a bad taste in the mouth. But I'm sure they'll be fine come tomorrow. There's enough steady heads in there, enough experience in that Chelsea group.
Men like Zola, as you say.
So look, he's got on with the job. He's working with the front players there. But you know, it virtually ground to a halt. Sarri starts to have a little conversation. They look like they're going to do wide free kick practices, and then it just capitulates, and there's a bit of a row, and then the session finishes.